So we will be beginning with chapter number 2 today. We are starting with polynomials. It's a very important chapter, part of algebra. You have already covered this chapter in your previous grade, polynomials, where you have got an idea what exactly polynomial is, what are the type of polynomials, and some basic questions. I'll be again revising you first of all what exactly is polynomial, which expression or equation can be known as polynomial. What are the some special terms required to call an expression? What is degree of a polynomial? What are type of polynomials? We will be discussing all the basics today. Yes. An expression.
सर आपने चैप्टर नंबर 1 की वर्कशीट भेजी पर उसमें आंसर तो नहीं है.
An expression in which power of variable, an expression in which power of variables is a whole number, it's called polynomial. It's an expression in which power of variable is a whole number. Let me explain you. Suppose if I am writing the expression x squared plus 5x plus 7. What do you mean by expression? So there's a difference between expression and equation. Equation will always have a equal to sign, and you will be writing some number here or some term there or zero. Especially in polynomial, actually it's an expression which is denote it as either p of x or q of x or something like that. So coming to the main point, when I write these terms, there are few variables. What do you mean by variables? Those terms or those alphabets, I would say, whose value is not fixed. Value of x is whatever value x will be having, that depends on that particular question. Okay, if I write 5, in all the questions, value of 5 will not change. But when we are so here, x is a variable. The condition for expression to be a polynomial is power of variable is a whole number. यहाँ पे x जो variable है, what is its power? 2. Power is 2. In second term, 5x. So it will be only x can be considered as x raised to 1. So you can say your power of x is power of variable is 1. Your power of variable is 2. And here we are not having any variable. That means its power is 0. It's not compulsory to write, just for explanation purpose, I am doing it this way. When you are not having variable in a particular term, that means power of variable in that term, if it is there, it would be 0. So you can clearly see all the terms here, in all the 3 terms, power of variables are in whole numbers. यहाँ पे जो power it is 2, here it is 1, and here it is 0. So power of variable is whole number. It is neither negative nor in fractional form. Therefore, we can say this is a polynomial. It can be considered as polynomial. Okay, let me give you a few more examples. You'll get a better idea. Suppose I'm having y squared plus x squared plus z raised to minus 2. Y squared plus x squared plus z raised to minus 2. Now here y, x and z, all of them are variables. What do you mean by variable? As of now you can understand these alphabets. In simple language you can understand these alphabets are known as variable. Okay, variable y is having power of 2, variable of x is 2, and variable of z is minus 2. Yes. So even if one variable is having a power which is not a whole number, the entire expression will not be a polynomial. Even if one of the variable in one of the term is having a power such that it is not a whole number, you cannot consider the entire expression as polynomial. Okay, let me give you a few more examples. Don't worry, I'll give you a lot of examples. We'll make everything clear. X plus 2 raised to minus 1 z squared. What do you think? Is it a variable? See, whatever I'm writing on board, it is very important to understand right now. If you're able to write, please note the questions. But while writing, don't lose your attention. That is more important for me right now. Understanding is more important. And along with that, if it is possible, you can write, or else I'm giving you the recordings. Here, I'll write this as 3, just so that there is no confusion. Is it a polynomial or not? Now understand. The condition is power of variable should be whole number. Power of variable. Here we have two variables, x and z. 3 is not a variable, 3 is a number. So power of x is not variable. That means power of x is 1. Power of x is 1. And power of z is 2. If you look carefully, we are not having negative variables. We are not having negative power for variables. Therefore, this is considered to be a polynomial. So now if I have y square plus y plus under root 1, what do you think? Will it be a polynomial or not?
Yes, sir.
Let's understand. What do you mean by under root, square root? So, under root or square root is actually meaning that power is 1 upon 2. Power of the variable is 1 by 2. Please, you need to understand this sign carefully. Those who are not aware, please listen carefully. Here, if you are having cube root, here in the root sign, if we have mentioned 3, that means it is cube root, which means that power is 1 upon 3. This symbol, root symbol, means whatever number is written here will be denominator of the power. When there is no number written, so by default, if number is not written in root sign, by default you have to consider it to be 2. You have to consider it to be 2 if it is not written. Okay? And if you are having any other number here, let's say 5. So it will be x raised to 1 by 5. Whatever number is written here, so that means your power is in fractional form, and the number written here will be denominator. Now coming back to the question, y square, yes, tell me your doubt. Variable's power is 2, here it is 1, and here it is 1 by 2. Even if in one term, power of variable is not a whole number, the entire expression will not be polynomial. It is not a polynomial because power is in fraction and it should have been only whole numbers. It is not a polynomial. See, I'm giving you some good examples. It's better if you write so that when you are going for revision, you'll understand from the examples itself. What do you think? Is this a polynomial or not? Think.
Yes, sir, it is polynomial.
Okay. Yes,
It's a polynomial.
is a polynomial because here only carefully look at the variables. If you look at the variables, We have three variables x, y, and z. Power of x is 2. Power of y here it is nothing but the 1. And here 2. The root sign, the square root sign is on 5 and not on the whole or not on the variable. So until and unless it is on variable, you can until and unless it is not on variable, no need to worry. If the power is in root but it is on the number, it is a coefficient, so no need to worry. This will be a polynomial. It will be a polynomial. So, a few more questions. What do you think? Is this a variable? Is this a polynomial or not? Think. You can answer in chat. Yes, it is not an polynomial. It is not an polynomial because we are having variable in denominator. We are having variable in denominator. If you have variable in denominator, that means the power of this variable will be negative. Negative power का मतलब क्या होता है? When your variable is in division, it is in denominator. So not an polynomial, not a polynomial. What do you think? Is this a polynomial? Think.
No, sir.
Think.
No.
First, try to simplify it and then apply your concept. If we simplify this, x raised to 5 upon x raised to 3.
Yes, sir.
It will be.
It is polynomial.
Correct. Because we know
Yes,
that
sir, polynomial.
Yes, sir, it is a polynomial.
we can apply a formula. We can, when we have same variable and they are in denominator, in division, we have same variables, and when they are in division, you can subtract the power. 5 minus 3 and it will be x squared. Now x is your variable and its power is in whole number, therefore you will be considering this as a polynomial. Yes, it is a polynomial. So if I write just 7, let's say I have a number only 7. Can I consider this to be a polynomial or not?
Yes.
No, sir. It is constant.
Just think, everyone.
Yes, sir, because we can write 7 into x power 0, which is a polynomial.
Great. Exactly. This is the reason whenever you are having only one number, it is also a type of polynomial because you can have any variable with power 0. This type of polynomial is considered as, no need to write it, just for explanation I am writing it. It is considered as constant polynomial. Constant polynomial. When variable is not present in any term, that means variable is not, it is having power 0. The variable's power is 0. We can consider this to be a polynomial. Okay, so even this number is a constant polynomial. Now we'll understand some more things. Let's say we'll understand about degree. What do you mean by degree? What is degree? Highest power of variable in a polynomial. What do you mean by degree? It is the highest power of variable. Suppose if I'm having x raised to 5 plus x raised to 7 minus x cubed plus 6 plus x square something. In this entire polynomial, first check if it is a polynomial or not. Yes, here all the variables are having power in whole numbers. In the first term, we call them as terms. Okay, plus or minus के बीच में जो अलग-अलग चीजें लिख रहे हैं, we call them as terms. This is entire term, this is a term, this is a term. They are considered as a separate term. We have to only consider power of variables. Here it is 5, here it will be 7, here it is 3, constant when it is 1, and here it is 2. Now out of these power, 7 is highest, so degree of this polynomial, if they ask simply your degree, if they are simply asking you the degree of the polynomial, it would be 7. Degree means highest power of variable. Now, this is a very simple question. Now, if I give you a difficult question, let's say, if you are having x cubed yz plus x squared y squared z squared plus z raised to 4x. So you have this entire term, this entire expression with 3 terms. Try and find out what would be the degree of this expression.
Four.
Sir, 4.
Sir,
3.
Some are saying 3, some
Sir, 4.
4.
sir, last one is 2x or zx?
Z.
So, sir, it is 4.
Dikshita, your answer is right. Dikshita's answer is right. Let me see everyone else. Yes.
Sir, middle, x square, y square, z.
Yes. So now I think I'm getting right answers. Let me explain. This is a very good question because you may have a doubt. यहाँ पे आप बच्चों को generally students have a doubt. Please understand, I'm not asking the term. Don't say the middle term will be the answer. From middle term you'll get the answer. That's fine, but your middle term will not be the answer. I'm asking you the degree. Now understand, when you're having more than one variable in multiplication, here the first term is x cubed by z. That means they are in multiplication. So you have to add degree power of all the variables in a particular term. In this first term, you have x raised to 3. That means 3 times x, y raised to 1, and z raised to 1. So therefore, you have 3 plus 1 plus 1. Total number of variables or total power of variable will be considered 5. आपको add करना है power of variables in a single term. Here 2, 2, 2. If they are in multiplication, see, it is a multiplication method. In that situation, you have to add. So here it would be 6. And in this particular scenario, variable's power is 4. For z, in case of x, it will be 1. So 4 plus 1, it's 5. If you study this carefully, it would be very clear. 6 is the highest power among all the 3 terms. Therefore, if they're asking you degree, it would be 6. Degree will be 6. Don't write this term. Okay, your degree is 6. Whenever variables are in multiplication, you have to add the powers. Don't forget this. Is it clear? Yes, Aditya, what's your doubt?
So, what we will say that x square, y square and z square is.
I'm not getting your question. See, you have to simply write degree 6, nothing else. This is your explanation. This question comes in exam and your heading is what would be its degree. Simply you can explain the degree will be 6. And if you want to write the reason, you can write here the variables are x, y, and z, and power of each variable is 2. Power of x is 2, power of y is 2, and power of z is 2. As they are in multiplication, we will add the powers. But no one will be asking you the reason. Reason should be known. No, you don't have to write it exam. The question would be simply write the degree and this is your degree. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this was your basic understanding about degree and what is a polynomial. There is still a lot of things to discuss. We'll be discussing it in the next lecture. Please don't leave. I'm taking your